This season on Chef School, chef students Mia, Jasleen, Gurjeet, and Gurpyar pitch their dishes for their multi-course menu. Throughout this season, students will hone their craft as they develop, present, and construct their final dish. This being their last year, tension is at an all-time high as they master their culinary skills. Will they be prepared? Are they confident with the skills they learned? Or will the pressure be too much?
So my name is Chef Karen DeVoe. I am the program coordinator here at the Loyalist Culinary Program.
My name is Chef Scott Royce. I'm the culinary lab technician within the culinary program, so that means I manage the kitchen here and I teach part-time as well. So the course that you are following is called Catering and Events, and this is about developing dishes with the students and specifically writing a multi-course menu together. So we follow the students through their process. They do a first presentation, we give them some tweaks, and they come back and give us a second presentation incorporating that feedback. And then when we get into next semester, we will actually be cooking the dishes together as well.
My full name Gurjeet Singh Brar, and you can call me Gurjeet.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Please have a seat.
I'm from India, Punjab, and the city is Moksar. I want to learn about the Canadian dishes, and I inspired by one of my friend who was my senior.
Excellent. Excellent. So, excited to see your first, Gurjeet. So whenever you're ready to do your presentation of your 7-course menu, feel free. Remember, just relax. We're here and we're listening.
My name is Gurjeet, and today I want to talk about multi-course presentation.
Gurjeet did his presentation. He was very nervous. He shared with me that he'd never done a presentation like this at the beginning, but wanted to give it a try. So that was really courageous on his part to get up there in front of the group, which was excellent.
Baked fish masala.
My all professor, like chefs, all are good. They help us in cooking, and whenever we did some mistake, they try to improve it. They all are very friendly, and they all are very good.
That is the main dish is the fish.
His ideas needed some refinement, so they were each concept was able to stand alone and didn't have that succession that we were looking for in a tasting menu, and each dish needed some refinement as well. Excellent. And last slide, blueberry pie. Awesome. So, as an idea, it can work fine. I like the lattice top. It adds a layer of complexity. But what I want to know is, what are you serving it with? So more details here, okay? So details is my note.
Yeah, my name is Jasleen Kaur. I'm from Punjab, India. It's really very big, India is very big and it has multiple cultures. So I belong to one of the Sikh families. I was inspired when I was with my family at dinner, and there it was served as an appetizer. My family, they're my first teacher. Obviously, from the very first day, my mom, she's kind of my inspiration. I know it's not easy life because everybody's working and everybody's just cooking. It's not easy.
So Jasleen had some good ideas to begin with. There was some feedback about refinement and flavor combinations there that we gave her.
But my idea, it's just a kind of idea, so I will just put more bell peppers, roasted onions in it, and serve with maybe green chili sauce, so to give a spice, and maybe mayo with it on the side, so to give it more flavor. My favorite dish, I am a sweet tooth, so I'll say rice pudding. Yes, it's made up with lots of milk, lots of sugar in it, and with almonds on it, and saffron on top of it. Cleanser, I just give name by myself. Lemonade sorbet. It has lemon, orange, and mint in it. And I like the name lemonade. I don't know, it's a funky name. We have sorbets in Royal, so they do plum sorbets and other sorbets.
She was still coming to the table with suggestions that weren't necessarily appropriate for the format, but that's all part of the learning process. So, she came with some classic notions, some classic ideas and suggestions, but what they needed was that sort of sizing down and a review of the appropriate nature of what is fitting for a tasting menu. And college is about the learning process, so that's exactly what that was.
So based on all of that, Jesseline, what I would like to do is wait till round 2 to make a choice, because it's a good base, right? We've started here, and I want you to build on it for your second presentation, and then we'll choose our dish from there.
My name is Gurpreet Singh.
Gurpreet was not comfortable presenting to the group, and so we had a one-on-one presentation for his first one.
My friend suggested to me go take admission in Royalist because he's already graduated from Royalist Culinary.
The dishes he came up with were interesting, and from his experience as well, they all needed a little bit of refinement and some pointing in the right direction. We netted out at him doing a kind of Indian street food snack version of a crispy fried cheese ball. So it's kind of like for us it would be like a croquette almost, and so that's the dish that he'll be working on in semester 2.
My name is Mia. I'm in my second year of the Culinary Management program. I'm from Indonesia.
I've lived in Belleville for 5 years. And then I thought it might be nice to turn a hobby into a career. I would any good soup, any day, anytime. I'm okay with being assigned to any dish, but I do not like marshmallow. The texture is all wrong, especially the store-bought one.
And next for the soup, this is my inspiration. It's basically mostly it's beef soup with a lot of spices, a lot of cinnamon.
Mia's presentation was excellent. Her menu was all about Indonesian cuisine. She's Indonesian. It's really cool because a lot of the dishes were very classic to Indonesia. She gave us a run through of all the ingredients. What was the nut? Candle nut. And I've never heard of that before. It was those kinds of things that were really interesting for me.
Traditional Indonesian food and making it more refined and upscale.
The overarching feedback, Mia, you know what it's going to be?
Mic drop.
Yeah, it's well done. My concern is always when we put elements with elements with elements is how are we going to do this in testing?
Chef Scott's always say, I have a lot on my plate. My dishes, there's too many going on. Simplify it.
I think we should start with the soup. Let's start with the soup. Okay. And then if we master that early, we'll talk about the cheese. Yeah. I think overall the improvement happens here when it's tricky to receive feedback. I don't like it when someone tells me that you need to work more on that. But really, that's where the learning is. It happens to us as well. When I get that feeling like, it's not as good as it could be, right? And I think that's the scary part about all of this, and that's the vulnerability in all this as well, is standing in front of everybody and kind of putting it out there, what you want to do. And I think that experience that we've given these students is about growth, and it comes with a little bit of pain, and I don't mean physically, I mean it's hard to put yourself out there, and I think that there's a lot of room for growth in that.
The creative process is endless, and so we start in one place, we move to another place, but we're always evolving, we're always improving. So this gives them the time and the space within the framework and the structure to develop their own creativity.
Next time on Chef School, the chef students are headed into the kitchen to cook their dishes for Chef Karen and Chef Scott. But with a tight timeline, will they be able to execute what they want? Is it enough time? Are they ready? Stay tuned to find out on next week's episode on Chef School.